So now in this demo, we're going to start doing some like green colored trees. So you see the example here. Some of them are pretty cartoony, like for instance, like these guys and these guys. So I personally don't care for them. And also you can tell the person who created this is Vector. It was created in Vector like Illustrator and then converted into a pixel. That's why it's pixelated. But the reason why I know it's Vector, because you can see all the thickness are uniform, right? They didn't take the time to make it feel organic. So anyhow, you do not need to do all of it, but this is just really as a visual sample. What is that? Let me get rid of that. And I'm going to show you what I would do because I already have some assets. And so let's say I have a presentation board and I want to keep it all black and white. I'll have assets that are all black and white. And let's say I wanted to add a little bit of color to them, green for tree. I will probably take my assets and then edit them. Oops. So let me take this and make a copy, bring it here. And again, I would highly recommend you keep all your projects, especially the things that you custom create, all kind of broken up and independent so that you can edit them individually, just so that when you have a need to do a certain technique, whether create outlines on all of them or keep them in stroke, you have the ability to do that. So, which I'll probably clean up myself later for my personal use, but this is going to be very similar to, I think, maybe something like this. So really, I just want a green background that doesn't have any outlines, and then keep my black on top of the green background. So I'm going to start off with a circle, for instance. I'm holding down the space bar, which allows you to reposition and then take off the space bar. And then, so I'm going to start off with a circle or like an ellipse. It wasn't a perfect circle. And then I'm going to go in with my pen tool here and just create a couple of other additional nodes. I don't think I selected you got to be really mindful that you get that little plus icon on the so that you know you are hitting the point. And I'm just gonna, where these divots are, I'm gonna add a couple of other nodes here so that I can make this kind of background green a little bit more organic looking. And again, I'm not going to be concerned that it's not perfectly to the outline of the tree. Oops. I just want it to feel like a tree canopy, just kind of organic and free flowing. So there you go. I don't want to also make it look like an egg. So, let your artistic kind of make sure you're not messing with your original artwork here. Okay. Maybe I'll do something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And actually, that could be another tree that has an outline that can represent a different tree than the square outline. Let me just kind of bring this thing out by itself so that like the sequence. So I really don't want an outline, but I do want the green. So I'm going to hit my eyedropper and pick one of these greens. And you can see it turned off the outline, and so it's like a little blob. Put it back, right click, arrange, send to back, and there you go. All right. And then, of course, you could change the shade of that green at any point. Make it like that. And then later on, I'm going to show you how to do drop shadows and all of that. But, you know, I might as well, because this is only 5 minutes. Let me show you something really cool. Go back to your brush, select everything, and then drop that into your brush palette, and it's going to create a scatter brush. And I'll probably show it again in other demos where we start to do architectural work. Oop, what did I do? Okay, it dropped in. So now I select this. Oh, let me scatter brush. My size, I want it to be random. Go from small, 31% to 100% of the original size. Spacing to be random. Scatter you do not want to mess with, and rotation to be random. There you go. So let me show you something really cool. Let me just pop in another layer. So I don't have anything on that layer. I have this brush loaded, and here's my brush, and bam, instant landscaping. So again, this is not a shape. Remember, it's a path, and as this path is, you know, using this brush, is filling it in with that brush shape as a image instead of a circle that drags across in Illustrator. So you can see how quickly we could create trees. Later on, I'm going to teach you how to drop shadows, make it a little bit transparent so that you don't see the tree all up in front of your face. And now that I'm looking at this, you know, I'm probably going to go back and edit some of these so that they're not so dark. But anyway, you guys get the point. Good luck. And now I'm going to leave you guys alone. Your homework will be to create as many of these as possible and make them look good and make it your own. See you guys.